First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, B. Cannon, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Over Fear University.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What's good, everybody? You already know what's up. You got me, you got your boy AJ, and we the dynamic duo right now. And we're your favorite pod, and it's a brand new week, brand new episode 214. Let's get it.
All right, man. You already know where you can find us. You can find us on all your major social media platforms at 3Man Weave _. That is Instagram and Twitter. And you can also find us on Facebook. Come join the Facebook group at 3Man Weave on Facebook. You can email us any questions you have. You can email us for your orders for the merch at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. This is episode 214, yes, Thursday, September 14th. And let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
Hey, man, we might as well jump right into it, man. Ain't no icebreaker today, man.
Let's get it, man.
Aaron Rodgers is out for the season, man. This was like one of the most anticipated debuts. I think this was a more anticipated debut than Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers, dog. I think this was so hyped. This was bringing the Jets back to glory.
And I'm trying to figure out why. Because you got a guy who's for the last 3 years hasn't known if he even wanted to play football. He's been on the fence. He's been dinged up the last 5 years. So it's like, I'm like a 39-year-old guy who's unsure. Am I going to trade for? If I'm the Jets, I felt like I had young QB talent in the building. I'm using that capital elsewhere. But they took the risk, and you saw what happened, man. To me, this felt like you said, it was one of the most hyped ever. I didn't fall for the hype, but it was definitely one of the most hyped ever. And to see it happen in the first series like that, it's like, dang, man. When I look at Rodgers, I don't know if I see top tier conditioning, man. I see a guy that feels like, and this is just me being a critic. I know, so a lot of people are gonna push back on this, but I just see a guy who just feels like he's been at the top of the game. He's one of them ones, so it's like I could outthink everybody, but that's really not the case anymore when you're 39 years old and you got young guys flying around for real. So it's like, but what you think?
Man, so just as a football fan, this ain't how I wanted it to go out. This ain't how I wanted them to go out. But it kind of goes back into that. Hey, man, this is part of what we said was going to be their issue. It's just like, just because everything was like in order and you felt like your quarterback was all you needed to elevate you to that next level, it don't always work like that, because what we said, y'all felt like y'all were a quarterback away because you had a championship defense, but we told you don't have a championship offensive line. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes, he went to the Super Bowl with a below average offensive line. Joe Burrow, he's gone to the AFC Championship game, back-to-back years with a terrible offensive line. But those dudes in their 20s, you damn near 40.
Yeah.
You can't. Aaron Rodgers back in his prime, he used to be able to move around in the pocket, he was slick. But this ain't that. And, it was a article that came out that said, in the offseason, he was saying he doesn't really like on plays where the offensive line cut blocks because he doesn't feel he can extend the play, because once you cut, it's almost like as soon as the guys get back up, no one's there to block him. And guess what happened on that play where he, ultimately ruptured his Achilles? They went to cut block, and he tried to escape and scramble, and he had nowhere to go, and tried to make something out of nothing. It was just boom. His foot kind of got caught in the turf and overextended a little bit, and bam, it just popped. And yeah, and to kind of go back to one thing that we touched on, players have been advocating for quite some time to go to all grass fields, and we actually discussed that. What was it in the offseason? Probably, I think in February, maybe, or something like that. About going to it, and we just said, these teams, like the league, is not going to do it because it's a business decision. But I don't know how true this is, but according to the boardroom, it would cost the NFL approximately $12 million to convert all, to convert to all grass fields,
which is a teardrop in the bucket, which I feel that they should make. They should they should invest in this for the health of their players. And I'm not even saying that turf is the reason why Aaron Rodgers is out, but turf is not a natural surface. So it's like you're playing a dangerous sport. You might as well put them on the most natural surface as possible. No matter what you do, you can't simulate grass. Those rubber pellets, those have gotten in people's eyes. Those have gotten people's infected when they've broken, like when skin has broken, a bone has broken through the skin, all of that stuff. So it's like a lot of that is old recycled tires. So it's like it's not clean. So if it gets in your eye or anything like that, it's like I would take dirt. Dirt is better. So it's like
God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
So it's like give us real grass. Let us play on the natural surface, and I think that's what's best for players, and make it as safe as possible. Why not?
Yeah, and I think it's, as they say, that turf doesn't give naturally like, grass would. And of course, like you said, we can't 100% say if this was grass, this would have prevented this injury from happening. Because sometimes when your Achilles is about to go, it's inevitable. And sometimes when your knee is going to go, it's inevitable. But having that natural give, that can prevent certain things. It can prevent your cleats getting stuck in there and someone rolling up on you because natural dirt would have let your legs slide out and stuff like that. And this is, our guy Unruly. This is one of the points that I was going to make.
Yeah.
I don't know if the $12 million
that's initially.
That's
only initially, bro.
To upkeep would actually, do that, especially in places that are cold, like cold weather, like
DC.
Yeah, DC and all those places where they have
horrible real grass because of the weather.
Exactly. And I know personally, like when the Bengals played that preseason game, I was like, don't play anyone that's a starter or could potentially get, second rotation reps, because that grass there is terrible. And it's like it's a little bit different. It's super high and a lot of stuff gets caught up there. And what happens? Joseph Osai ends up getting a high ankle sprain because his cleat got caught in the grass. So we're not saying that it's 100% across the board that it's going to prevent these things, but certain, like, if it's going to make people feel comfortable, I think it should be something that should be, be approached. But like we said, that upkeep is a little bit different. Yeah. Our guy Hill's in the comments because for some reason he couldn't be here, but he says, I was listening to a pod and Dave Hellman said the owners prefer turf because when the season is over, they can use these stadiums for other things, i.e. concerts, boxing events, and other games.
You can't still do that.
Nah, it makes it a lot harder because that stuff actually, like when you roll that big old stadium and you build all that stuff over there, it tears up a lot of grass and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, if you do it in the off season, a lot of times you're gonna resod it and replant it, but that base it messes up. So it's just it's very iffy, man. And so it just all depends. And like
football tickets high enough. You done made your money. It's like, no, let me stop.
I'm about to say it's the same thing that I say about billionaires all the time. Just because they got money, don't mean that they want to, stop making money. And that's what happens in this capitalistic society that we in. But I ain't finna take y'all to church about a whole bunch of finances. We had some more football played, and on my end, it was ugly.
Man, what happened, man? Talk to me. Y'all came out laid an egg week 1, but you kind of predicted it,
bro. Yeah, I mean, it's just a part of it, man. And for the love of football gods, can I one day get an off season where Joe Burrow just gets to go clean? He's never had a true off season as an NFL player. As a rookie, it was COVID. Second season, returning from the ACL. Third season, freaking appendix burst right before camp. And then this year, he had the calf strain. And this year, man, I just think it was a perfect storm. It was just a perfect storm. The Browns have historically been a terrible matchup. Zach Taylor's game plans at the beginning of the season, they perplex me a lot. And this has always been one of my issues with Zach Taylor, is Zach Taylor as a play caller. I love Zach Taylor as a head coach, a culture creator, and all of that. But one of the things that I've always been telling you, Cannon.
No, I respect that. I'll give you that.
Zach Taylor as a play caller is very, very suspect. And he's always relied on, well, shit, I look at all this talent. Y'all just go be good. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because shit, yeah, you have this talent saying, hey, go be good. But when you in situations like this, and it's just like, okay, that's not working, he doesn't have a backup plan. We see Lou Anarumo all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we're down 17 points to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He comes out at halftime. They don't give up another point. It's like he has a counter punch. I don't feel like Zach Taylor has a counter punch. And it's just like, when you like Andy Reid's like, yes, go be Patrick Mahomes. But if Patrick Mahomes isn't able to go be Patrick Mahomes, or something else isn't working, it's like, okay, I'm still gonna do this stuff, and I have these other cards in my hand.
He can protect Patrick
where I can do these things, and it's just like my biggest issue. And I'll get off the Bengals shortly, but say what you want, Joe Mixon, he was running for almost 4.5 yards to carry, and I think what Zach Taylor, being a former quarterback, is he can't get over the ugly part of it. He can't get over the 1 yard run.
He throws too much.
The zero,
he throws too much, bro.
When you see Joe Burrow trying to hit someone in the flat and the ball slips out of his hands and pretty much goes straight in the air, it's no reason Joe Mixon is getting 10, 12 carries, and Joe Burrow's throwing it 31 times. Because that game was a lot closer than the final score would indicate. Because what happens is he ended up deciding, let's just punt, and then it ended up being a bad punt, and then boom, Browns go back and score again, and it basically doubled the score, because it was pretty much a 10-point game most of the game. You weren't out of it, so you can run the ball. And if you run the ball, a lot of that stuff that he was doing, I think, would have opened up. But to go back to some of these other quarterbacks, like Lamar, Jalen, they struggled too. And Lamar and Jalen, they ultimately came out with the win, which was good for them, but they didn't look good either. That Todd Monken offense, I don't think we actually saw what we were expecting. Well, not what we were expecting, what they told us we were going to see. Thank goodness they had Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
If they didn't have Zay Flowers, that
Yeah.
might have looked worse than the Greg Roman offense.
But then also they lost JK.
Yeah.
You know what? But it's like it's week one.
Mm-hmm.
To me, excuse me, I've
You good.
always felt like that was the real one. But I've always felt like the first four weeks. Now it could even be 5 since it's an extra game. Are just like it's like
the
you're
preseason.
not really preseason because it's real, but it's like for the coaching staff, it's figuring out what's going to be your identity, what you really want to hang your hat on, what's your go-to, your third down conversion plays for runs and short game, for intermediate passing, whatever, all of these things. So I feel like I don't really look too much into it when, especially for like Lamar and Jalen, because they got the W. So yeah, you struggle, but you did do some good things. And then when it comes to Burrow, I was gonna ask you, like, do you think like health wise, like where was he?
So health wise, I think it's a mixture of not being maybe 100%, but also being rusty and also being playing in the rain.
Yeah. So do you think they should have just let the backup play week one?
No, because I don't think that's how Joe Burrow is going to be. Because also, like I said, I'm not saying him being 100% healthy. I'm not saying that he's not 80%, but being 80% plus you haven't played, like you haven't touched a football in like real time
That's my thing.
in a whole offseason, you had like, because if he didn't play this week, then he's going to have to play next week, right? And who's to say he won't start off slow next week because it's the same thing.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at least he's able to get that. My dad always said, experience the best teacher. So go ahead, get that rust off now, and hopefully you're not playing in a torrential downpour next week, and things are a little bit more advantageous, and you're not going up against Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, and Dalvin Tomlinson and Obo Okoronkwo.
Yeah.
In the pouring rain. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I think it will help him out being able to kind of face those live bullets. And also those guys will be able to, like the receivers on the outside, they'll be like, okay, we know what we got to do now. And hopefully Zach will be like, hey, when shit's not working, let me change.
Run the ball. But then also to move over to the Giants and Daniel Jones, like who got paid this offseason also. He went up against, it's week one, so it's like I got to give the Giants and Daniel Jones that same grace that I give the other quarterbacks, even though it looked really bad for them. But for them, it's like they're going against a premier defense in the league on paper coming into week one, and then we see that it's real after week one. So it's like, I don't know if that's indicative of what he's going to be all this year. For Giants fans' sake, I hope not. But if it is, that's pretty bad. But I like to think that that's week one jitters, and that's also their coaches not having those adjustments like you say Lou had. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be able to say, like, this is after 1 or 2 series of seeing what they're doing and you not having time, what adjustments can you make? What can you do to prevent this? What plays can we go to offset these type of things? So it's like, it's not necessarily just on these QBs single-heartedly. It's on their coaching staff. It's on their head coaches and their OCs or whoever's calling the plays for these teams. And that's why I say, for me, I'm not too shocked about anything except for the Rodgers thing.
Yeah. Well, and to kind of go off of what you said about Daniel Jones, it was nothing they can do.
Nothing.
Like you marched the ball down the field. We're about to get points, and then from that moment you went to kick that field goal, nothing else went right. Nothing. You ran into a buzzsaw. Like the energy and everything just went straight. The momentum bar at the top went straight to the Cowboys, and the screen was shaking every single time Daniel Jones got under center, because it was like, boom, block, kick six, block field goal, return
Pick
it.
six.
Yeah, I mean, all of that, fumble, sack, fumble, like they could do absolutely nothing after that. So it's just like, hey, just how I feel about the Bengals, the Giants need to just be like, all right, throw that shit out. Right.
Yeah.
Throw it out. We'll start. We starting from scratch. Everything. Throw everything out. The game plan, the playbook, everything out. Let's try it again.
Fact.
And I think that's just really what you got to
do.
do.
One more point for Daniel Jones. One thing they did not do that all the other teams had. Bengals, Ravens, from the teams that we had on the graphic. And what was the other team?
Eagles.
They all have weapons for their guy. Like, you got Waller, which is a weapon in the tight end, but he's dealing with health issues. And you didn't bring anybody else in for Daniel Jones. So it's like, I don't know exactly what the Giants expect from Daniel Jones when he doesn't have the talent surrounding him at the skill positions on offense to go out and do what he needs to do. Now, if there are guys that I don't know about on this team that are going to show up, then I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. That remains to be seen. But as far as the wide receiver core as constructed, it's like they didn't really try to help him this offseason. And I don't understand that if you're paying this, if you're going to invest and pay him that money, then it's like, come on now, help me out. Or you just want me to be the scapegoat.
And to be quite honest, we've just seen a product of that. We just saw what it was like for Patrick Mahomes on opening night when he had to go out there with a former Giant and Kadarius Toney.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? So
It's
he was out there.
Yeah.
So he was out there without his complement of weapons. And even he looked like I'm not going to say he looked bad, but it's just like he had to try and go another gear than than normal just to keep it a close game. Daniel Jones isn't a Ferrari, so he can't kick it into that next gear to keep up. And especially when you're going up against a defense that is a Ferrari, if you can't kick it in gear, there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? So it's just like he stood no chance. And I'm not putting that on Daniel Jones, saying, oh, Daniel Jones sucks. I'm not a believer in Daniel Jones. But that's not a game where you're going to be like, see, I told you about Daniel Jones. That was just a complete
100%
utter.
agree with you right there.
Yeah. So speaking of quarterback struggling,
this is tough to watch right here, man.
Yeah, man. Josh Allen. And the last offseason going into the playoffs, Hill was like, are you a believer in Josh Allen now? And I said, I'm not hating on Josh Allen. He just turned the ball over too much. It's behind him. It's behind him.
Hill's not here, so I got it kind of felt like you were.
No, but this is what I like. So this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I've meant all the time. Like when it comes to crunch time, it's like he'll have you scratching your head like, what the fuck was that? And some of the stuff that he was doing was like, bro, like you scrambling, you are 6 yards away from the first down marker.
Yeah. You
trying to hurdle two defenders? Like doing stuff like that is how you fumble. Doing stuff like that is how you get hurt. Everybody was talking about, oh, he hurt his elbow and he was never the same after he hurt his elbow last season. Well, doing shit like that, guess what? Yeah. And some people saying like, oh, well, he was used to that, early on in his career. Well, early on in your career, you had to do that because you weren't as good as you were like you are now.
Right.
Early on in your career, people was thinking like, oh, this dude might be a bust. Y'all, we still got to see more. Give it time. Then they, like I said, the line of demarcation is when they got Stephon Diggs, and that's when he really elevated himself.
Yeah.
So now, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, be a playmaker, but don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't make some of these throws because you keep doing some of that, like this stuff. This makes like this. Some of those interceptions, like that shit, you would see Jameis Winston doing. Like, come on, Jameis, you can't do that.
And even one of those throws, it wasn't an interception, but we were actually texting at the time, and it was like one of those plays where he just got out of the pocket and he actually threw it where normally when a quarterback throws it like that, it's they definitely have their man down there. And it was overthrew his guy, just two defenders right there, and it's just like, dang, what are you even looking at? So it's like, and that was lucky that play wasn't picked. So it's like that was a rough game for him. I expected more from him coming out, starting week 1 of a new season, because he's supposed to be one of those top guys. So it's like I expect to see a way better Josh Allen week 2. If not, I'm not going to be able to stop AJ from whatever criticism he has. But one thing I do want to point out about this list is look who else is on this list. And what have I been trying to tell you and Hill for years about this guy that y'all have cake for so long, man? Like Derek Carr is also up there, man.
Derek Carr is also up there. Yes, he is. Real quick, who was Derek Carr's receivers last year?
He had Henry Ruggs.
He was in jail.
But he had him. I feel like he had him for a couple.
No, he was like a game.
Yeah, he had Devontae Adams, and
Yes.
he had Henry Renfro. And who else? He had one. He had one more guy that started. That was there after Ruggs.
Waller. But before that, it was before he got Devontae Adams last season and the year before that, it was
Henry Ruggs and Renfro. They're decent guys, bro. Like, what do you want? Like
they're decent. But that's what I'm saying. They decent. But they decent guys. But that was about to be my next point. Daniel Jones. If we just do turnovers, Daniel Jones will be up here too. Daniel Jones ain't been in the league long enough yet to be on the last 5 seasons list, but he up there. But because Hill is not here, I got to do it. You know who's not on this list?
Who?
Dak Prescott. People want to talk about, oh, Dak gonna throw an interception. Dak gonna do this. Dak trash all off season. There it goes. Dak about to lead the league in interceptions again. Bro, that season last year was an outlier for Dak. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna give him no excuses or nothing. It was bad. But guess what? Nobody said nothing when Matt Stafford led the league in the interceptions. Because guess what? Oh, he ended up going to the Super Bowl. Okay, he won a Super Bowl. Okay, I get it. But
I hate that he won that Super Bowl, bro. Jared Goff.
I do too.
Jared Goff could have, if they would have just kept Jared Goff, they probably still win that Super Bowl.
No, Jared Goff not beating us, goddammit. I will not allow it.
They have a chance, bro. I'm just trying to say he had him there, bro. Like, and he's not a bad quarterback, bro. And I don't know if Matthew Stafford's that much better than him, bro.
What have I always been saying? Matthew Stafford wasn't coming in there because he's a Hall of Famer. They brought in Matthew Stafford because he needed to be one play better than Jared Goff. I've always said it. And he ended up making that one play, which was that fade route to the back pylon to Cooper Kupp. That's it.
Why I truly believe that, bro. Jared Goff he wasn't over the hill. He was at that point in his career where
he was still ascending.
He could be one play better next year. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course. But in the NFL, they don't always afford you that type of luxury.
He'll forever be justified, and Rams fans will never care about how any of us feel about that. So
100%. But just to finish my point, like, y'all all like, please. Oh, I don't even have to say it no more.
Yeah, you might have to.
You're right on time.
Internet gonna mess up at least once. He late. Yeah, he went and got drinks. You feel me?
But to finish my point really quickly, it's funny how things are portrayed, and because you like someone or because someone plays for a certain team, you don't give someone the same amount of grace that you give another. Because guess what? Dak Prescott ain't on this list, man.
Yeah.
And y'all always talk about, Dak Prescott, not even a top 10 quarterback. That's fucking asinine. Like, if you could tell me Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback, what is Dak? So I just don't get it.
Is Kirk Cousins a top 10 quarterback?
You can make an argument.
You can make an argument, but if you're making an argument for Kirk Cousins, why can't you make that same argument for Dak and to be even higher than Kirk Cousins, in my opinion? But it's usually because somebody tells you not to like anything Cowboys.
I'm glad you said it, AJ, but appreciate everybody in here regardless. I do got a retort or some things that y'all just said, and I couldn't set up fast enough. Kenny, you just gave Daniel Jones a plea of him not having weapons, but you tried to sneak this Derek Carr for having the same equivalent weapons before Devontae Adams got there.
I ain't sneaking.
Exactly. You was pull play, but you tried to pull a cape out for Daniel Jones. What was the point of pulling out the cape? But you tried to diss Derek Carr.
Derek
it didn't
Carr
make sense,
is
but not having weapons.
This, bro, ain't no defending it
because he don't have weapons, bro.
That was my point,
bro. He's supposed to be one of them ones.
Nobody said he was one of them ones. Nobody ever said that.
No.
Nobody ever said
no.
Nobody ever said
that. Daniel Jones, like y'all cape for Carr. That's all I'm saying.
But I never said he was one of them ones. So it's no need. We never said that.
All right, so Carr's supposed to be him, according
to
nobody said that.
We never said that.
So now you're trying to make an argument out of nothing. We never said that. Never, not one time. I never said it was him. Never said it was elite. Never said none of that.
We'll check the tape.
Check it.
All right.
Flip it. All that. You never heard elite out of me.
Put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
All right. We'll get your exact quote and we'll play it this week.
Okay. He ain't putting no fear in me. I never said it was elite.
I'm not trying to scare you, bro.
Because you can't do it. It's nothing you can do. And for you, AJ,
there's no plea for him, and there was no sneak diss. I said what I said.
Because the same thing that you just tried to pull a cape for Daniel Jones for him not having weapons.
He's on the list.
But you dissed Derek.
He's on the list, bro.
AJ just told you he didn't qualify on the list because he didn't been there.
I'm talking about Carr. He's on the list.
And so Daniel Jones couldn't qualify. AJ just told you if you put all the turnover, he would be on there.
On.
We're not
moving him off the list. You can't get him off.
AJ, for you, when you was hating on Josh Allen, you was clearly hating on that time. When I was asking you, was he elite? The boy was playing at an elite level at the time. Last year, I don't know what he was doing last year, but it seemed like him missing that day ball was definitely affecting him. And yes, Monday night, all them interceptions was all his fault. These ain't no
all of them.
It wasn't no defense disguising anything. It wasn't no, none of that. It was just all dumb decisions from Josh Allen. That ain't got nothing to do from what I was asking you. Was he elite back then? If he's still in the elite category, he's trying to get his way out of it the way he been playing. But like I said, he's still one of them ones. Cannon, you can quote that.
I know.
Yeah. So when it comes to Josh Allen, you heard me say that for Josh Allen.
And I said everything that you said to AJ about Josh Allen.
I ain't talking about Josh Allen. I'm sorry, you put words in my mouth about Derek Carr. I'm talking about Derek Carr. You can hear.
I was never a believer in anything y'all said. And this is validation, bro. And I don't care who his receivers were. You shouldn't be on this list if y'all been trying to tell me all these years. Whatever y'all said.
Make your logic make sense. Make your logic make sense. If you're going to cape for one, cape for another.
Bro, he's on the list. And when Daniel Jones get on the list,
told you that he
I will say the same thing. I never said he wasn't good. I'm talking about week one for him, bro. Don't try to take week one for Daniel, what I said about Daniel Jones, and apply it to what we're talking about. 5 years of Carr having 46 picks to be on this list, bro. It's not the same thing.
Why was he the subject when the subject was Josh Allen?
Oh, I just brought it up because the list was up there. So that's a guy that y'all told me was good, but can't be if he's on his list.
So everybody trash on the list. That's
I ain't say that.
Yep.
I'm saying he's not what y'all saying.
Okay, bro.
List.
All right, so let's move on to some of the next. Tonight we got the Vikings versus the Eagles. Quick one. Is there who everybody going for in this one?
Why are we doing that when we gotta do our picks? I mean, we gotta do our picks.
Oh, we're going. I was kind of leading into that.
I'm sorry, bro. I just got.
No, it's cool.
Bro, they lost to the damn Bucks, bro. I'm not picking the Vikings to do nothing until they show me. And I know I missed the episode when we did the NFC North, and I was always skeptical. I know the defense was supposed to be better just because they got Flores. Does the defense look better? When Baker Mayfield got y'all telling y'all get your weight up, like you say, I get it.
That's painful. That's painful.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I get it. We love Flores and all that. And maybe he'll get it together.
Because he's on the list. And the thing about it is, I ate that because I was high on Baker, like y'all were high on Carr. And before he even got on this list, I came around and said, y'all was right, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, make you feel better.
That's the facts.
Make you feel better, but you said Baker was one of the ones.
I never said he was one of the ones. I thought he was going to be better than a lot of those guys.
Neither did I say it out there, Carl. Thank you, brother.
But I also admitted that he ain't what I thought he was.
Okay, bro.
Who you got tonight, Kenna?
Carr is who you thought he was. I got the Eagles.
All
I don't
right.
trust the Vikings. I don't trust Kurt. But they can't win though. It's close.
You know my motto: Thursday nights, home team, going to Eagles. Next game up.
They did him a favor though. They both had to travel. So
yeah. Next game up, we got the Green Bay. It's in Philly. Green Bay Packers versus the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Give my picks to make sure I stay consistent.
AJ got the lead. He up 10-6 right now. We 8-8.
And I feel like I don't even know if I said what I put down last week, but
it's all right. We're allowed to change it. It's just, in that moment.
And my dumb ass changed Green Bay on the app when Christian Watkins went out, and not like a dumbass, because I really did think the Bears were gonna play better than what they played.
That changed.
You know what's funny? I actually had the Bears, and I was like, man, hell no. They got to show me something, dog. They got to show me. And so, yeah. But next game, we got Green Bay and the Falcons.
I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, I said Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay. I just don't get it, man. Arthur Smith, throw the damn ball. Like,
bro. Maybe Ritter can't, bro.
But my thing, look, if I got Kyle Pitts and Drake London, I don't got throw it up.
But they got
throw it high.
That run game is wow. So it's like lean on what you know.
Yeah, but you got this ain't the University of Navy. You're not running the wing T.
It ain't got to be. Week 1.
Yeah, facts.
All right.
And if it can work week 2, who gives a damn?
Yeah, it's like Novocaine, baby.
give it some time. All right, we got Buffalo versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
And if they lose to the Raiders, bro, that'd be scary. But I got Buffalo. But the way they played makes me scared, bro, because the Raiders kind of played inspired.
It was a divisional game, but the Raiders definitely didn't look like the number 2 overall pick that I predicted them to be in that game that they played against the Broncos.
They're going to be the number 2?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
They look like it.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The Giants look like they wanted to get number 2 or number one.
They said, Caleb, come on down.
Oh man.
Shador.
They need
Shador. Now this was an easy one for me because I'm gonna go Buffalo off of the simple fact that West Coast team coming east. It's basically a 10 o'clock in the morning game for the Raiders. So they gonna be sleepy. Buffalo Bills, they gonna come out mad. And I don't think that anybody on the Raiders defense is gonna look like Sauce Gardner or Tahir Whitehead. So gonna go to Bills.
Sauce didn't look like Sauce, but go ahead.
No, but I'm saying he didn't look like Sauce, but in normal Sauce, like not great value.
It's week 1,
but sweet baby Rays. All right, next game we got up: Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, man. I don't know if Joey B is healthy, man. So I gotta go with the Ravens.
I'm going the Ravens because they defense definitely they defense look good. The offense really is looking out of sync for the Ravens when they played the Texans. Luckily, they played the Texans. They're better to build off a win than a loss.
Yeah.
And this is how the Bengals do: start off 0-2 and then go to the AFC Championship. I mean, hey.
Yeah, we have to win. This is a must-win game. So yeah, my pick. All right, next we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the Detroit Lions.
I'm going Detroit, bro. Seattle disgusted me last week.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Detroit.
I just don't understand. Yeah, dude, week 1. It was week 1.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand. Week 1, the division opponent, you played in the preseason, and you came out looking like ass. No. You know what? You can lose. I get that. But looking like ass when you played the preseason, it's a lot of teams that didn't play in the preseason that didn't look like this.
I just want to say one of my pre-draft guys that I've mentioned, and I was bigging up all pre-draft, went crazy. Puka Nacua. So I told he was on my watch list all draft season.
Did you have him?
Huh?
Did you have him?
No, I didn't have him because my bench was too.
Points, man. It's like
my wide receivers on every team. It was like I had no place for them. But
you had a place for him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place for him.
He had 100 yards, and I know somebody on your bench had 100 yards.
They wasn't on my bench. They was in the roster. Goddamn T. Higgins.
Mm-hmm. Donut.
God damn. All right, next we got the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Tennessee Titans. Roll, where you at?
No, y'all know who I'm going.
Go Chargers, go again, right? Like you did last week, right?
Go Chargers, go.
And it was a close game, man.
Yeah, they had an opportunity to win that game, but they had some
mad at that.
Coaching blunders yet again.
Yeah.
JC Jackson, what are you doing? Why would you get a DPI right there?
What is the offense?
I'm hating, bro, because I'm the one picking, bro. Like, you gotta stop that, bro.
Nah. Yeah.
They go stand on that one.
Yeah, bro. Somebody got to get him.
Y'all funny, man.
And he said it was your guy, Ross. You know what I'm saying? Get him. What was their game plan last week? I mean, defensive game plan.
Who, the Chargers?
Yeah, what was that? Let Tyreek bust your ass?
Bro,
and I'm not even pausing that.
You think, yeah, and you shouldn't. Because, bro, honestly, people are pausing too much.
Yeah.
It's getting out of hand. But
I don't gotta say pause no more.
You think they let Tyreek do that?
Yes.
You think that was a part of the game plan, bro?
Yes. It was a lot of single coverage, bro.
I'm gonna say
a lot of one bro.
Hold on, let me say something real quick.
Get that because, bro, if you double cover it, it would have just been Waddle doing it.
Then let Waddle do it, bro. Like you gave him 200 yards.
Sometimes we gotta go with single coverage. It's like y'all gotta play better than that, bro. So
but here's my thing, Cannon.
It's week 1.
I'm not necessarily saying you have to double cover Tyreek all game. But what you should not be doing is putting JC Jackson, who just had coming off a season-ending injury, one-on-one with Tyreek Hill all game. At least switch that shit up a little bit. Like, bro, he just tore his patella tendon.
You don't think that I was confused? I'm watching the game because I had the Chargers. I'm like, yo, come on, man. I want a double coverage on Tyreek too, but it's like, I think that, you install a game plan, they want to see and get the tape on it. Like I said, the first 5 weeks for me, or 4, it normally was 4. I'm going to give some teams 5, especially if you're not one of those top tier teams, 5 weeks to try to figure out what your strengths are, what you can rely on in these type situations. And I don't know if they have that yet. And they came up against, unfortunately, a tidal wave and Tyreek Hill. So it's like, bro, I think that would have happened to anybody if Tyreek Hill and Tua are clicking like that. Then Tua, I apologize because all you got to do is stay healthy, bro, and you can be him with Tyreek, bro, because y'all connection is there. So It is what it is.
All right, let's go to the next one.
I got the Chargers, by the way. All right,
Got to.
Bears
Oh,
versus.
I didn't pick, but I got the Chargers too.
All right.
And so Ross, come on. Where's the hate, bro? Hating ass.
I will say it every week.
AJ.
The Titans are ruined. All right, next we got the Bears versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I had the Bucks
Yeah, I do.
because I don't know what the Bears were doing last week.
And it goes back to what I asked. I said, why are people so high on the Bears, bro? All of a sudden.
Because they had an opportunity to do exactly what the Eagles did last year. They had enough cap space to retool this team to get everything they needed to get, and they could have went on the run. I'm not saying they could have went on the run and go all the way to the Super Bowl, but they had an opportunity this offseason to put the necessary pieces around everybody on offense and defense to build this team to make them overnight contender. And they didn't do that necessarily all the way. And then, like I say, Justin Fields and the entire offense, they just look horrific. Like
so my, and this is not for you, but my question is why were so many people high on them? You know what I'm saying? You seem like me to be objective when it comes to them.
The reason why a lot of people are high on them, I think, is because they got DJ Moore and they saw what Justin Fields was as a runner to end the season. So they felt like, well, shit, Josh Allen looked better when he got Stephon Diggs. Jalen Hurts looked better when he got A.J. Brown. Justin Fields shows that he could be one of the most dynamic runners. So if he has a DJ Moore, who we believe to be almost quarterback proof in the sense of, you know, he was putting up numbers like DeAndre, like Hopkins was when he just had anybody. So it's like, well, shit. The offense has to look better. There's no more Aaron Rodgers. They could possibly be something. Yeah, and they didn't look as good as.
So I can see the optimism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like once again, they can
optimism, but people were high. My coworker said the same thing. Like he was like, they got DJ Moore, and I was like that's supposed to take. Like when you talk about the Eagles getting A.J. Brown, they were already good. Then they got A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but Hurts couldn't throw.
Right.
I'm just saying the team was still good. So
yeah, but he couldn't throw.
Now that's a deciding factor. It's like we don't know if Fields can throw it neither. So
but that's what they was thinking, though, bro. They was thinking like, okay, we got DJ, we've seen it. Dak got Amari, Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs, Hurts got A.J. Brown. We was like, well, shit, DJ Moore, he good. He good enough.
Yeah, he is good enough. But I didn't have as many question marks on Hurts as I did on Fields. And as y'all know, when Hurts put up that season, I was high on him that year. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not that high on Justin Fields. Based off, we seen Hurts in college, so it was like I knew that he could make
Fields in college.
Yeah, but I don't know. And it was a different style. I don't know if he can make the NFL type reads and throws, man. I know that he can run in it, but
here's my thing. We saying we don't know if he can make the NFL type reads. I don't know if they giving him NFL type plays. I watched some of that JT O'Sullivan breakdown, and that offense is bad. And so Justin Fields is getting a lot of hate, and people saying he's a bust, and he is, and he can't throw. But this goes back to my point of when we were talking about Caleb Williams. So, like, sometimes it's not for a lack of talent. Sometimes it's for a lack of stability in that organization, not giving you a chance to succeed. And right now, they have never given Justin Fields a chance to succeed.
But he just got there, though.
This is year 3.
Yeah, this is year 3, and I believe he's had a new offensive coordinator every year, damn near, if I'm not mistaken.
I ain't playing for him, but I'm just saying he still got time.
He's got this year and next year
to make his mark.
But
and he got more. What?
He's got this year for them to begin to negotiate.
This is
next year. Because wait, when did they pick up?
No. This is it.
This is year 4.
No,
This
this
year
is
three.
year 3, but this is
Yeah,
it.
he
for
got a
it to-
ball this year for real.
Yeah, but just off the mere fact, and we ain't gonna stay here long. The quarterback class coming out is
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's legit,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
deep.
They'll replace you because
and they're gonna have a high pick based off the
the Panthers.
the Panthers and them, right?
Yeah,
They won't pick.
I also want to say that it's not, even though we're not high on them, it's not over for them this season. Like
It's only week
that
1.
optimism that y'all spoke of, it could still ring true this year.
Absolutely,
Of course.
So I'm glad you made that statement again. Like you say, it's only week 1. But
Yeah.
I was so disappointed in just like you
How
said,
they look. It looked terrible.
You can lose.
I was
You can-
satisfied because
you can-
I felt like I knew. It's like,
You can lose, bro. You can lose, bro. Like it's just how you lose.
Right. So who y'all going with? Y'all.
bro,
I picked the Bucks.
Yeah, we're not going with the Bears, bro.
Oh, I'm going with the Bears.
Get your weight up.
I'm going with the Bears.
Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, no, I went with
You
the
go with the Bears. Just okay. Yeah, there you go.
I didn't check, bro. I'm just making sure I'm on the.
No, he go with the Bears.
Oh, good. So we cover ground.
So we catch up.
All right. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm scared of this one, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm going Chiefs again, bro.
There you go.
I can't learn my lesson, man. Chiefs got me kicked out of Survivor, bro.
Yeah. Week 1. That was a sure thing. Thought it was a sure thing.
Hey,
You
then
know
we caught a
what?
quick glitch too.
I'm
with
glad
it.
because I didn't even want to play Survivor, y'all. And it was just an extra thing on my football checklist this season. So it's like, you know what? I got that out of the way. Now I'm back focused on everything I need to focus on, man.
I think the team once again, a team that took the preseason serious was the Jags. They went out there and they played a divisional opponent in the Colts, and at times the Jags look like, okay, this is the Jags that everybody hyped up to be, and then they look like the Urban Meyer Jags at some point. What I'm saying?
They're gonna look like it a little bit now.
It's just like, which Jag teams are you gonna get? But I'm going with the Jags.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still not sure. They say Kelsey is supposed to play. Chris Jones is back, but I need to see how healthy Travis Kelsey is going to be, because I know they said, with that hyperextended knee, there was no structural damage or nothing like that. So it's a pain thing, but I need to see how he's going to be able to handle that pain. So I'm going with the Jags.
You got a pain issue already in week 2. Come on now. I ain't ready.
And I think Travis Kelsey, he 30 what? He 30 what? 35?
And I do no disrespect, because I even if the Chiefs go 0-2, I ain't worrying. But my thing is, even the mere presence of Kelsey being on the field should settle everybody else in their rightful place, and still should be able to, put them in their right. All you gotta do is catch the damn ball. Like,
and we've seen him play. If he does play, we've seen him play dinged up before, and he a throwback player. So it's like, I'm not wishing for him to go out there injured. Hopefully he is healthy, but he normally does pretty good if he's able to suit up. He normally can bring it.
But I think I don't think he'll be able to perform at 100% until he cut that fucking state trooper mustache. But that's neither here nor there. So next up, we have, speaking of the Colts, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans.
Who you got, Cannon?
I got the Colts.
Yeah, I got the Colts too. They look better. They look better in their game. I think actually Richardson.
But I don't want my boy to go down 0-2. That's a bad look, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a bad look.
It is, but he's going down 0-2 this time, though.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts.
But it's a winnable game, bro.
It's absolutely a winnable game, and I will say my pick might change because possibly Sunday, because I need to know how healthy Anthony Richardson is, because he did leave last week with a knee injury. I'm not mistaken, so it could be a possibility. I might change it.
The injuries is out of control this year, bro.
Yeah,
it's football.
They out of control.
All right, next up we got this. This should probably
you already know.
This might be an easy one, But we got the 49ers versus the Rams.
I got 49ers, bro. That defense.
Yeah, the Rams gonna come at the normal on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't no Puka Nakua. This one,
hold on now.
You might.
The Rams always play the 49ers.
Oh, they do.
Of course,
That is true. That is
true. So it's like don't let us our dismissive tone. They got Puka, like AJ said.
He ain't cup.
Because he Puka.
Yeah,
you're right. He might be better.
It's just the fact, like, don't let our dismissive tone get y'all all hype. Like I said, this game may be close and be like, see, I told you. But I told you. Still got the 49ers.
100%.
49ers.
All right. So we got the New York Football Giants versus the Arizona Cardinals.
Bro, this is a dangerous game for the Giants, bro. Because Arizona they're not giving it up like how y'all said they would.
I was like, damn. Bro, I was so mad. I'm like, oh, this is easy. I went to the sports book and said, let me get the Commanders -7. That's an easy call. I look at that score. I'm like, are these motherfuckers down? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh man, but with that said, I am going to Giants just because Josh Dobbs compared to Daniel Jones. I gotta go Daniel Jones. They both got work to do, bro. So it's like that's a scary matchup for the Giants though, because y'all should beat them. Vegas got y'all beating them, but them boys gonna try to take this W from y'all. So good luck, man. But I'm rolling with the Giants, trying to cover some ground. So hopefully AJ rolling with the Cards again.
Okay. I'm going with the Giants, but
yeah, I'm going with the Giants because just like you said about I can't remember Daniel Jones versus Josh Dobbs. I gotta go Brian Daboll over Jonathan Gannon.
Come on now.
I'm not a believer in Jonathan Gannon at
Come on, baby.
Nope, not on this one.
Come on, baby.
Giants. All right, next up, we have Zach Wilson in the New York Jets versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. That defense, same thing like I said for 49ers. And now that we know, honestly, let me say this, though. I think that the Jets are a better team with Zach Wilson than they would have been with Aaron Rodgers because, bro, I don't know what we were going to get from a 39-year. Like, a lot of people were believing in that. I wasn't, bro. We haven't seen a lot of old guys be traded late and just be great. So I'm not saying that they're going to win this game. I still got the Cowboys. But I think this year they're going to have good success because they're a good team. And I think that Zach Wilson can manage the team. And that's really all. If you were a quarterback away, then you should just need a QB manager, right? You don't need.
I don't know if Zach Wilson is the QB manager. I don't know if he's a game manager yet. Or I think he.
I'm not saying he is. I feel like his potential to be.
If he could avoid that mistake mistakes like he made when he got in the game, that interception.
He wasn't even ready. He wasn't even ready.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he can avoid that,
he was with the rest of New York. He was waiting to see what this Rodgers thing was gonna do, man.
I'm going the Cowboys here though, just because I think they have the opportunity to put trust in their quarterback early. And I think it's going to be pretty much, I think the Cowboys game plan is going to be similar to what happens to the Bengals every time they play the Browns. Score early, make them get behind, so we can rush the passer, and all we got to do is run the ball. I don't think Dak will throw more than 25 times this game.
This is my thing. I have the Cowboys winning too. All he has to do is just don't turn the ball over.
Don't what?
Don't turn the ball over. Like you say, don't throw the dumbass Josh Allen picks, and we should be fine and just let your defense win the game for you if they have to. Like you say, you don't have to mess it up. It's just that simple. That defense is good, and I get it. Maybe I'm hating, and y'all can tell me I'm hating. I do not think the Jets defense, like they're putting this Jets defense on such a pedestal. It's like I'm like,
I think they're decent. I don't have them on that pedestal today because, like you said, Josh Allen was handing you stuff. So it's
all
like,
three of them.
Yeah. So it's like, bro,
so
they're good on paper. We'll see. Like this season will roll out. We'll see.
When you say putting them on the pedestal, it depends on what you mean.
They said it's a top 5 D, man.
I believe they are. So we'll see, as things play out, but we'll see.
I mean, if the Cowboys can go in there and do what you just said, pass it around and get the lead early and then run it down, then they're not. Like,
no, because that's not necessarily true, because it's more so now you're keeping the defense on the field, and there's only so much a defense can do if your offense is not helping you. And that's what I said. That's why I said if they could do the game plan similar to what the Browns. Well, hold on, wait a minute. If that's why I said if they could do similar to what the Browns do to the Bengals, because the Bengals have a really good defense, but when you look at the final score and it says 23-3, it's like, damn, they were scoring on you crazy when not necessarily. It's just the defense was on the field for so long. It's like it's only so much that you can do when you've been out here and you've been playing more snaps than you should have played. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it was week 1. We don't know if that's going to be the case going forward.
Yeah. Next up, we have the football extraordinaires, the Washington Commanders versus the Denver Broncos.
It's a tough one too, man.
Let's ride.
Because I feel like Russ do a bounce back game, man. And he historically has torched Washington, bro.
That's right.
So I'm kind of nervous about this pick, but I believe in Montez Sweat more than anything, man. So it's like he's one of my favorite defenders in the league. So I gotta roll with that. So
I actually
it is.
So you said Russ is due for a bounce back game.
I feel like he is, bro.
But here's my thing. He didn't play bad last week.
He didn't. But I'm talking about a Russ game.
And so with that being said, especially them being in this game being in Denver, I'm going Broncos.
That's right.
Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots.
I guarantee Tyreek Hill will do that. He was doing to the Chargers, to the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Not that 200.
He might.
I can see he can go over 100, but he gonna work for that 100. It ain't gonna be just a whole bunch of beating J.C. Jackson,
and that's all.
Former Patriot.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I'm going with Miami. I think the part and I get it was raining last week.
I am going with Miami too.
Patriots had so many opportunities to
put that game away,
win the game, to come back to win the game.
Yeah,
they just look so disjointed. They made everything look like it hurt. Yeah. Like
that game just didn't sit right with me. Their defense, though, like I said, I believe that defense it has the potential to be pretty good. But I will say this week is not the Patriots' week, so I'm another week. I'm going with the Dolphins. Next up, the New Orleans Fighting Derek Carrs versus the Carolina Panthers.
It looked good week 1 too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going Saints, man.
Yeah, going Saints too.
Saints. And can I? Why does the NFL do this? Why do they have 2 Monday Night Football games on? I hate when they do this.
I do too, bro. But normally it's supposed to be the first week, so I don't know why they're doing it the second week.
And they was back to back the first week though. They was these early games, game and then a West Coast game, but these are at the same time.
Oh, they were? It was 2 last week.
No, they didn't. No, it's usually 2.
Yeah. And they're back to back. This is 2 Monday night games at the same time.
Pretty much.
So the Saints and Panthers is on at 7:15, and then the Steelers Browns is on at 8:15. And here's my thing:
I don't like that. Bro.
You could have done what you've normally done and had a West Coast
You
game.
can have it. ESPN
Because guess what? You could have done one of them West Coast games and just put it on a Monday night, and then had your Jets and God damn it, Bills or something like that. But yeah, so we all roll with the Saints.
And then, in my opinion, they doing too much with how we watch our sports, man. Like what the Suns are doing with going to local, like, bro, like just leave our sports on the channels we're used to, please, bro.
I told you that, bro. Told you that a couple a year ago.
I know you did, but bro, I'm tired of it, bro.
It's gonna be pay for play.
Like, it pretty much. That's where we had it, bro.
They definitely just teetering
That's
a little bit.
ESPN Plus for the Steelers game, so it's like you.
No, I thought that shit was on ESPN.
It's ABC, but it's ABC.
But if you stream, ABC is not one of them channels that you can really stream, bro. It ain't if you gotta have some type of
something with live stuff. So you got to do ESPN Plus.
I got a question. This gonna be you can watch both on the ticket.
I think you'll be able to do side by side on the ticket.
No, you can't watch primetime games on the ticket.
Oh, because it's not a local, it's not out of market. You're right.
Only out of market games. So,
but it's still they gotta have come on, bro.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
It's going to pay to play, like you said. So I have ESPN Plus anyway, so it's like I'll be able to watch either game, but it's like someone who didn't may not be able to, especially if you just stream in your house. You probably can't stream ABC because normally if a game's on ABC, I watch it on ESPN. I watch it on ESPN3.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring Chase TV downstairs and just slide it right next to the thing. All right, speaking of the second Monday night game, Browns versus Steelers. Final game of the week.
Big Browns.
At the Browns, man. The Steelers disappointed me to just the way they looked against the 49ers. I'm not the fact, like I said, I can say it again. It's not the fact that they lost, it's how you lost.
Yeah.
Like you say, you made the 49ers just look invincible. Like you say, Purdy looked like an MVP. Not necessarily, but I'm just saying,
he did, man. He definitely looked good. He 200 yards, like all the stuff that I was. He was trying to answer the questions that I had.
I mean, he answered that. I mean, he just did the job. I mean, McCaffrey's still running on him. It's like it was just like what was going on. The only person that came to play was TJ Watt. Like you say, he showed up.
We know he's gonna show up.
I mean, but damn though, they still have a defense. What was Highsmith?
Ain't show up.
They paid him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it was disappointing how they played. Like everything about the Steelers, but I mean they lost.
Standard is a standard, so they say.
I mean, yeah, and they got their ass whooped. But I got the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going to city up north.
But I got the Browns based off of how the Browns beat y'all.
Me too.
I believe the Browns can do the same. Can duplicate what the 49ers did to the Steelers, and
Me too. Because here's my thing. What the Browns did to us when we have Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins, you just got George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson, Calvin Austin. Oh nah. And then that front seven of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they scared, bro.
Yeah, that's real. I hate to tell you guys that's not week one. That's for real.
It's funny. It's funny how we do this thing. Like sometimes when people win the defensive player of the year, it's like we forget like they won defensive player of the year. Like when Myles Garrett had a Myles Garrett type game, we was like, damn, Myles Garrett is one of the ones. I know we didn't forget.
I never said that.
I know you didn't forget. It's like, damn, Myles Garrett is nice. It's TJ Watt. Damn, TJ Watt is nice.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa. It's like, but after they win the award, it's like, okay, so we so pressed to give the award to somebody else. Because like, okay, boom, prime example. When Micah had a sack, you were like, yeah, there go Micah. There go Micah. You felt different. You was ready to hype up Micah, but it's like, hold on. Bro, Myles Garrett over there playing crossover, bro. Come on, bro. Like crossover. I wanted
crossover, man.
I'm one of them ones too, bro. Like TJ Watt tried to wreck the game. Like he tried, and you had to remind you, like, look, I'm one of them ones too. It's like sometimes you get that reminder. I know we didn't forget. I know
different.
I know
it's just different.
And it is.
It's just different. So yeah,
And
that's
it
why
is.
I'm going Cleveland.
I hope we get a good game though, because I don't want to have to watch the Panthers and the Saints to watch a good game. I want to prefer to watch the Steelers and the Browns.
It's gonna take a lot for me to watch the goddamn Panthers and the Saints.
But speaking of pay for play, tonight's game is pretty much pay, right?
Yeah, but we paid all last year, so it was like we was used to it. They are
Yeah.
like say they gave us the baby steps.
I'm just saying, like
They gave us the baby steps.
and this is a little bit more now with this double Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we said. We go until we gonna be paying all year.
For every game, y'all got enough time to jump into the Avengers real quick?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
All right, LeBron James. He said, "On your left."
Let's ISO, bro. Go ahead, do set it up, AJ. Then we go ISO.
So the best players in America are upset because they feel like, hey, we've played for national championships, our country lost, and we want to be the champions of the world. Noah Lyles shitted on us so bad because we ain't champions of nothing but the US of A. So now we got to really come and put the hurting on all these poor, unsuspecting countries. So LeBron James said, hey, I'll be there. I'll be at the Olympics. Cool said, hey, we need more than just some, ISO ball, let me go, just score kind of guys. We need some dudes that want to, play their role and some guys who can be role players. Devin Booker said, don't worry, I'll be there.
Straight ISO guy.
Who?
Devin.
Shit. So I think, with the 2024 Olympics right around the corner, we getting some guys saying, hey, I'll be there. I'll be there. It's like, hey, you calling your man. It's like, hey, yo, we outside at the courts. Meet me there in 20. Everybody's like, oh, I'm there. So,
and you know who I don't want to be there?
Who?
Go ahead, finish, and then I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna just say I was about to lead into the lineups, that Tom Haberstroh bestowed upon us that are on the screen.
Don't even break the lineups down. Let me lead that in.
Go ahead.
No, but you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say, Ken.
Man, listen, man. First of all, Bron leading the charge, talking about let's be Avengers. Bro, I don't want Bron doing anything but focusing on the Lakers and getting the 2024 NBA World Championship.
Blame Noah.
Hey, bro.
Blame Noah.
Listen, bro. I don't care nothing about that. They want some people that's not gonna be doing ISO ball, bro. Get Team B. We need to go heavy on Team B. Real. We keep Steph up there. Dame Lillard, I like that. If Durant want to play, shout out to Durant.
Nah, stop putting everybody in the West still on the team. God damn it,
man. Let me finish. Shout out to Durant for all the awesome work that he does in PG County. But he can be on there. Joel can be on there. Devin Booker, John Morant, Tatum, Butler, Anthony Davis don't need to be on there, bro. And I ain't just being Laker biased. Like you got other things to focus on. I don't want to see Draymond up there neither. Like, make room for one of these. Like, De'Aaron Fox needs to be on the team. I think Trae Young needs to be on the team. Drew Holiday could be on the team. If you can be healthy, Zion Williamson, you could be on the team. But it's like, bro, Aaron Gordon needs to be on the team. Brooke Lopez, like, these people should be on the team. So it's like, I truly think, like, if we suited up our best players, that we could definitely win. But Bron, that's my one caveat. I don't want Bron even thinking about 2024 Olympics, bro. We need to win a Laker chip because Bron is like, I don't want to say it, but you're old, Bron. You see what happened to Aaron Rodgers, bro. Your people from
it happened to Bron.
I know. So he's but see, it it won't season injury. So I ain't trying. You know what I'm saying, but people from your era, Bron, are dropping like flies, bro. So let's just focus on playing 80, as many of these 82 that we can play. And we shouldn't even be worried about world basketball, man. Let's get this money, man.
Yeah,
Damn that. I'm keeping Devin Booker and KD at home.
Y'all know how I felt about
Well,
players.
who replacing with them there?
Look at this damn list. Whoever. That's my point, bro. Like, bro, we've been sitting here. I'm sorry, bro. I'll let y'all go, bro. We've been sitting here and letting everybody talk about, oh, y'all didn't play for the world, and y'all let the world with that. We sent our, we sent all-stars to the FIBA. They still have won. Listen. They still should have won. I'm gonna let you go, AJ. I'm sorry. Please
Why we send trash?
We didn't send trash, bro. They just
lost. We send the worst of the best.
We look. You're right.
So why we do that? Why we do that?
Because it's FIBA, bro.
Nobody cares about FIBA.
And that was I really think that's their point. We need to have more pride. If we're gonna be the best, send our best, spank them, and come on home. Stop playing with it.
Bro, it's FIBA. We have the luxury to do that. Look at this list, bro.
Yeah,
Look at this list.
It
ain't a country, and it ain't a country in the northern hemisphere.
That could be.
They can do this. They can't make this chart. Nobody else, no other country ever that exists. They better go get some aliens. They can't make this chart, bro. These are just Americans.
But this was my point when everybody was like, "Oh, you sending the B team?" No, look at the B team. This is the B team. That would be the B team. And so my point is, it's the FIBA championships. This ain't the Olympics. It's just like Cannon when you said about Sha'Carri. Oh, if she ain't bringing home the Olympic gold medal, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. It's the FIBA. It's FIBA. Nobody cares. Like, go, like, hey, y'all go get that experience.
Why I said, bro, I ain't tripping off some people not being on this thing.
That's the point. Why is it? Why everybody else getting all mad? Oh yeah, because
and the same thing that I said about Sha'Carri, I meant for them. Like, I only really care about the world, but I feel like we could win the world without some of these people. But we should put people on there that really want to be there though, and that is our problem.
Hold on. The game started.
We putting people. Yeah, too many people.
How they in the red zone?
Want to be. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. At least catch it all, man.
They got too many people that should be in there that don't want to, that they don't care for it until it's too late. And the thing that they're trying to create with the FIBA is they want to get the same squad. That's what the other countries got. They got the same squad. They play all 4 years until the
camaraderie.
And that's really why this team got spanked, because this is a throw together team. And those other countries, Germany, they really playing together,
bro. And your point is 100% correct. But you know why they play together? Because they have to.
Yeah, no,
because they're not in the NBA.
We know that, bro.
Look at this pool of players that we got. They don't have this, bro. Like,
of course not, man.
Bro, I really don't understand that. Why this topic lingered way too long, bro. Like,
it's AJ's fault. That's why. AJ literally screenshotted this.
Blame AJ.
This graphic. AJ. He uploaded it onto his computer, bro. He synced it into StreamYard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
So you right under the bus.
I don't know why this topic.
No. Don't be right under the bus. You ain't gonna say nothing?
Yeah. This was his topic. This was his topic. I gave you the oop to go ahead and do it. Now you talking about you ain't gonna say nothing. You gonna make me yell at Cannon. This was
because I didn't know this was Cannon's topic. You sent it to me, so I'm thinking it's your topic. He got the audacity to say it's AJ. Boy, this is your topic. Hey, you keep this on all major podcast platforms. I'm on my way to Maryland right now because we got some shit to work out.
So let me get this out, bro. My topic was literally what I touched on, bro. When I sent this to him, bro, I was disgusted that there were rumors about Bron wanting to be on this team, bro. And I really don't want to hear that, bro. Lakers got bigger fish to fry than to be worrying about this, bro. So I'm sorry.
Hold on. While we was going on our rant, we missed some gems, bro. Hold on. Look. And Hill You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because that's what I win. You know you. Come on, baby.
Every team need a Draymond.
Fact.
Absolutely. Hey, you see we bring home. See we bring home, baby.
Oh man, we did.
Shit.
James.
Yeah.
Meant
You
to
ain't put your
Jordan.
bet in.
I did. No, I didn't put Jordan Addison in this lineup that I
He
wanted
just
to.
scored.
Nah, I don't think he didn't just score.
It's too late either way. If he does,
If he scored, it's too
Yeah.
late. Damn.
oh man,
I don't got my watch, but
that was funny, man.
What is that? That was. Hey, you can catch us on all the podcast platform. 3Man Weave Instagram to the 3Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill. I was late. It's Cannon, AJ, y'all the fools. Hey, we out.
you sure?
Sign us up.